Ladies and gentlemen, we are the late night place to be. We are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. We are the Archiverse TV. Welcome to a very special edition of the Archiverse TV. Tonight, we are going to have ourselves a Gold Rush tournament, and boy, are we going to kick the night off with a bang. As you can see, we are going to have ourselves a Fatal Tornado Tag Team Elimination matchup. This is for the YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Championship, and we're going to talk about that in just a few moments, but we have an absolute fire tournament set up for the brand new WCW Hardcore Championship, a championship that was come into in existence mostly because of two superstars, two OG superstars that have gone to battle only on 3 occasions, but have torn down the house and really just left an imprint on the Archiverse as far as hardcore, extreme, and violent matches go in the history. So, and we'll talk about that as well. We've talked about it before, but we're going to talk about it again. You know why? Because we can, because we want to, and we're going to. So there, how dare you? Just in case anybody says anything in advance. But anyways, we have a fire tournament. It is a Gold Rush tournament. We're going to crown an inaugural WCW Hardcore Champion tonight, and each of the qualifying matches and all the way through the tournament, they are going to be under the rule set of Hell in a Cell. So it is going to be a fire evening. It is going to be an absolute thrill ride tonight. Hope you're ready, because it is going to be a lot of fun. But before we get to anything, we're first going to introduce our guest hosts with the most onto the show. Episode 404 is about to be electrified by Team Boss Apollo and Team Glenola. The great Glenola and Boss are in the house. Welcome to episode 404, guys. What's new and exciting? What's crack-a-lack, what's going on?
Not much. How's it going, Archer and Boss?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I had the last 2 days off. It's been relaxing. Back to the grind tomorrow, but only for a day. I'm off the next day.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, can't complain. And we've had a couple fire shows over the last week, have we not? Oh my God, right from Halloween Havoc to last night's Fallout show. I mean, man, oh man, the matches have been fired, and the YTD Academy has been on fire as well. Some interesting debuts in YTD Academy today. We had the Icon Sting, of course. Boss, you probably saw the Icon Sting, signed a contract, inked his contract, went to the YTD Academy immediately. And there was somebody else that Glenola is very familiar with that inked a contract, and man, did he look phenomenal in the ring today. Glenola, could you explain who that person is and how it is you know that person?
Well, it is the Greek god, Papa Don, one of the, a truly great, indie wrestler. He actually has, I have a family connection. He's the husband of one of my cousins. And just all-around great wrestler. Had a couple great matches over on AEW.
He did, yeah.
It's about 2 weeks ago. A week ago, something like that.
I was thinking your cousin-in-law.
He's a cousin-in-law of a Greek god, Papa Don. GGP.
And if you... Now, actually, though, the first time I'd seen him, I just didn't know who he was. But he makes an appearance twice in The Wrestler.
He do?
Yeah, and it's really... Both of them are really short scenes.
That's actually a pretty good movie.
One of them...
Yeah, it was.
In one scene, a guy just goes, Papa Don, you'll be facing whoever. And then if I remember right, the other one, him and the other guy go back and kind of discuss their match a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much the,
Yeah. But he truly is. Glenola's not wrong. He truly does epitomize a great technical wrestler. He's got a great look. He was never one of the biggest men in the room. He's only around 5'11", right? But, man, he's somewhere around there, 5'10", 5'11", I think. Maybe he's 6 foot. I could be wrong, but
I'm thinking he's right, just a little over 6. But
is he over 6? Okay, I could be wrong. But I know. But I'm just like he's around, like he's a Shawn Michaels height guy, and he has had some great matches with some of the greatest. I mean, he's got a. You look up Papa Don, look at some of the people he's wrestled, and you'd be surprised who he's been in the ring with. So, but yeah, he's a great technician, and It's too bad he you know, quite often is there to put somebody over, because just it'd be nice to just watch him walk into, like, for instance, AEW. I mean, a guy like Papa Don walks in and he's better than 3/4 of their roster in that ring.
Oh.
So, but
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to call himself the greatest unsigned talent.
The greatest unsigned talent. Yep.
Yeah.
But he certainly does well for himself.
Oh yeah.
You know, he certainly does well for himself, so that's really awesome. But yeah, we've had some fan. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say here just recently, like in the last month or two, he was a triple world champion. 3 different promotions that he held the title in.
That's a very. I mean, that's awesome. I actually didn't know that. Which promotions is he?
Let's see. Here we go. First off, he's 6 foot even.
Oh, he is 6 foot even. Okay.
Yeah, 233.
Okay, I stand corrected. I thought he was 5'11". You know what?
Yeah.
That means I need to make an adjustment.
He was trained by Homicide.
Yeah, I knew that.
Which is, you know, right then and there. I mean, let's see. Now, I'm not sure how up to date this is. This is Pro Wrestling Wiki. But, he's had, what? The East Coast Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight and Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship, NWA Shockwave Internet Championship, Shockwave Heavyweight Championship, Cyberspace Tag Team Championship, New York Wrestling Connection Fusion Championship, Heavyweight Championship, and Interstate Championship.
I'd love to see Papa Don go to NWA and win a title or two there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's held.
Yeah, NWA Shockwave, yeah. That's like their internet.
Shockwave and a Cyberspace.
Yeah, well, they also have NWA Power, so where they have some of their more higher profile matches, but
yeah, I'd have to look on YouTube to get the
thing,
because he posts a lot of matches on YouTube. But he is just a really good technical wrestler. He isn't leg slap city, as he likes to call it.
And if you have any curiosities, you can always go check out his match from earlier today against Austin Theory. Fantastic debut match for Papa Don. Fantastic.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah, we've had some tremendous matches. I mean, Halloween Havoc was off the hook, and then what a tremendous show that was. And then last night, Wrestle Wars, the first of the Fallout shows, was smoking hot. So tonight, I thought we'd actually get that Hardcore Championship in action and get an inaugural champion crowned. We're getting closer and closer to our year-end show, so it'd be a shame to have that championship not already in circulation before that big stage comes around. So, a Gold Rush tournament it is.
And hey, Woozy, you get no shout out because you're slacking and not getting on the broadcast with us.
Welcome in, Woozy. What's going on? So anyways, yeah, so our first match tonight, as you can see, again, it is for the YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Championships. And what a bunch of villains we got battling over the championships tonight. We've got the Weapons of Mass Destruction, Big Bubba Bruno, and Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. We've got Phenomenally Lethal, the phenomenal Joe Lincoln, and Jay Lethal. We have Demolition, the Terror Johnny Braddock, former world champion, and his partner in crime, Cyborg Adam Colossus from Complete Geek TV, and of course, the reigning defending champions, and they are double champions because they are, of course, also the WCW World Tag Team Champions, but the Wolfpack, War the Machine, and Carino Sinister Farmer from Team Cornhusk Show. So that is going to be one hell of a matchup. It is an elimination-style matchup. It is going to be fire, and I'm sure we'll have the betting lines open before that match starts.
Already opened.
Already open, perfect. So, we've probably got a couple, 2-3 lists to go over tonight. And but yeah, I wanted to. I was hoping that you were pretty excited to see Papa Don debut with YTD Academy. I had a lot of fun. And
the newest member of the Wolfpack is always exciting.
You have no idea. I was working on that, and I was trying so hard not to tell you what was going on. I even had a couple times where I had started typing you a message, and I was going to leave you some hints and stuff, and then I deleted it. And then I started doing another one. I was like, no, I'm going to surprise them.
Well, I'm glad you did, yeah.
Yeah.
The surprises is always nice, you know.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about the Archiverse. You know, good old JR used to say it a lot, you know, with the WWE. Yeah, that you never know what to expect.
Expect the unexpected, baby, around here, but in a good way, right? It's always in a good way. It's always positive, good vibes. And, of course, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll be having our very first YTD Academy stream preview. Glenol and I have been discussing this with a couple of other people. And I think we can, because I completed the arena for it today. We are good to go. So we can officially make the announcement that we are going to have our first YTD Academy stream preview a couple of weeks from now. And it is going to be the YTD Academy tribute to the Troop Show. So it's going to be dedicated. It is, of course, the month of November, which is always dedicated to those that gave their lives and or their well, whether they lived or did not live, they still gave their lives and were in the service. And you know, the true heroes of the world fight for our freedom on every single day of the week while we're sitting here streaming. Whether it be Red Dead Redemption or a wrestling show or what have you, we get to do that because they're keeping the world a little bit of a safer place to be for us. So, well, at least trying.
Exactly.
At least trying, right?
Yeah.
So.
And you know, I'm a huge supporter of the service. My family has served. You know, someone in my bloodline has served in every single war the United States has been involved in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
interesting. So you get a whole history of combat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have a cousin who heavily involved in the Cold War. His job was to make sure that if that button was pressed, those missiles would work.
Nice.
He was the guy.
I bet you that made him feel comfortable at night.
Yeah, you know, he was shipped into places.
Yo, France, what's going on, buddy? Dead
I
wreck.
want to make sure that warhead will work.
Leo the King in the house. You bunch of villains. You better behave yourselves. I'll ban all of you. I'll start by banning Titan G.
But you know, don't worry, I'll unban you. So.
I will ban Titan G first because I'll assume he is poisoning the waters, if you will. He's a bad influence, that one. How dare you, Titan G? But anyways, yeah, so Greek Papa Don, now part of the Wolf Pack, so that's exciting. And
he will be, of course, mainly on Starrcade.
He will be on Starrcade, right? Okay, yep. And as far as I know, Sting is going to Wrestle Wars, so well, I mean... That's what I'm told. I mean, who the hell knows?
Wolfpack Wrestle Wars could you always use another great wrestler like Sting?
Could they? That is the plan, anyways. We know how the plans work around here. A plan gets made, and you know, a wrench gets thrown into the.
I will say those
into
great
the
timing,
gears.
because I was actually planning on adding a new member to the Wolfpack. I just hadn't figured out who yet.
How dare you? Anyway, boss, did you see or hear anything interesting in the world of pro wrestling today? Anything going on, crack-a-lackin'?
Let's check. I see sleep. Hold on. Let's see what's going on today.
Grandbaby boss Apollo is fighting her sleep, folks.
Yes, he is.
She's being a little vixen villain. It's because she's excited. The Archerverse is live. An epic show is about to go down. She wants popcorn and a bottle of pop and watch the show with pops. But they're forcing her to go to bed. She's being oppressed and she's cranky.
It says, see, Carino Cross explained his decision to sign with AEW.
Who's this?
Carino Cross.
Oh, okay.
He said Carino Cross had a lot of success in WWE and NXT, but things went sideways during his first sight on the WWE main roster before he was let go. Cross returned to WWE in August, where he started a program with Drew McIntyre. During the recent interview with the Mirror, Cross revealed that he had talked with AEW prior to his return to WWE. This was previously reported by Fightful as Cross turned down as opposite work at a match with Warlord where he would have lost and Scarter would have not been with him. It would have took his place.
I'm not surprised by that at all. I mean, when Karrion Kross was surprisingly let go, regardless of how bad the gimmick Vince McMahon tried to push on him was, it was a shock that he was let go, other than the fact that they weren't using him well. But no shock at all that another promotion would I mean, he's a very good talent, and any promotion would be lucky to have him signed to their roster. So, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Thankfully, he did not get too far into contract negotiations with AEW. It was good to see him come back.
I wonder if Vince McMahon knew that what was going on. He had started releasing people on purpose.
I mean, probably. Right? I mean,
Cause he released a lot of wrestlers.
He did. And not for very good reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The biggest, not good reason at all.
Oh, here's some good news. This comes out of RingsideNews.com by Gunjan Nath. It says Jim Ross reveals that he is cancer-free. That's awesome. Let's get some GGs in the chat for Jim Ross, please. Jim Ross is a veteran in the pro wrestling world as he made a name for himself as a commentator in WWE. He has provided some of the most memorable moments in pro wrestling history. Ross recently provided a health update. Good old JR provided an update on his cancer treatments during the most recent episode of Grilling JR. He noted that everything is going well besides the pain in his ankle. Ross will be receiving treatment the next week. He is going for his first test run on Tuesday. In his endeavor, Ross is hoping for a few wins. He said, I had a good week regarding my cancer issues. I'm going to start next week with some treatment. I can't remember what the thing is called. I want to say hyperbaric chamber or something along those lines. He says, I'm going on Tuesday for my first test run and see how that's going to work. They think it will speed up the healing, and if it does, then I win. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a few wins in this project. So at least we're making some progress there. I still think it's going to be about a year of healing this wound. I'm just tired of dressing it, undressing it, medicating it, and all that shit. In any event, life is good. I'm alive. I have no cancer, and I'm just healing these burns, and that's what they are. They look like I got caught on fire or something, so it's looking a lot better than it did. So anyways, I'm blessed I'm better than I was. Jim Ross has also no intentions of returning to WWE. We will have to wait and see how long Jim Ross will keep on working as a commentator in AEW for the time being. So yeah, that's good news. Nice to hear for Jim Ross.
You know, Jim Ross, truly one of the greats.
Yep, absolutely.
And
I'll get my own GGs in there for Jim Ross.
Man has been, everywhere, done everything, on the commentary side, and, backstage, and even gotten in the ring and had a couple good matches.
Oh, so did he quit WWE or what he let go?
A shout out for good old JR.
I believe he retired due to health reasons.
Make sure you all follow JR. How dare you not? Click that button. But anyways, JR is definitely one of the best commentators ever. I mean, have there been times where he wasn't necessarily as good as he used to be? Yeah, but I mean, we have to remember that he was also worked as hard as everybody else, and he was older than everybody else. So, I mean, and look at the problems he's had. We know he's had some medical issues here and there, from the Bell's palsy to now the defeating cancer. I mean, even if he says he's not going back to the WWE, which I don't see why he really would need to at this point in his career anyways, he's got a ton of stuff to do. But if he isn't already, and I can't remember, he should be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, if he isn't, he will be, I'm sure.
Yeah. I can't remember if he has or hasn't been. I feel like he might have been, actually. He might have been.
Well, let's just look up here.
Chrono says, what we win? What we win what? When you play the lotto? Well, if you scroll up, it tells you. Unless you just got here and it doesn't say. So they are jackpot numbers. One number is to win a channel redemption reward of your choice at no cost. The second set of numbers, you get to play the lotto twice in an evening. A lot of people forget that, I think. The other number is a chance to win a YTD Academy Championship opportunity. You have to come within 50 points or better, depending if somebody already did that, to the number by the end of the evening to win.
Now what's the closest?
France says, pretty sure I'm close. Let me just check. You'd be close to the 411, right? Yeah. I believe that's the channel redemption.
Alright, according to Wikipedia, he has been inducted in the WWE, NWA, Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame, and has been honored by the George Tragos Luthez Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame twice.
Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of figured he probably had been, but...
Yeah, so basically, if there's a Hall of Fame, he's in it.
If there's a Wrestling Hall of Fame, he's in it, yeah. Well, as he should be, you know? As he should be. One thing I have to find out real quick. Kenny Omega today. At least I'm not Otis again or Ruby Soho. I'm getting tired of Ruby Soho and Otis. 267 for Glenola. Again, the numbers are 135 and 411. 411 is for the channel redemption reward. 135 is the number to win the YTD championship opportunity.
Well, Woozy has puppy power.
Woozy has puppy power. Trish Stratus. Way to go, Woozy. I mean, go big or go home, right?
Exactly.
All right, so before we get into any further discussions, I say we get the first match out of the way. Let's get this show crack-a-lackin'. I've been waiting for this match for 3 hours. It is weapons of mass destruction, phenomenally lethal, demolition, the Wolfpack, YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Championship on the line. Episode number 404 live. This is the WCW Hardcore Wrestling Championship Gold Rush Tournament. And we're starting things off with a Fatal Tornado Tag Team Elimination matchup. Let's go. All right. Oh, you said you opened the betting lines, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, hold on. I'm on it. I blame boss, to be fair. Okay, hold on. So who do you guys think is walking out the YTD Tag Champs? Is it going to be Weapons of Mass? Oh, I'm spelling shit wrong. Phenomenally Lethal, Demolition, or the Wolfpack. Now, do remember the Wolfpack is undefeated as a tag team and double tag team champions. Now, don't let that, don't let that deter you from making a bet against another team. I mean, Weapons of Mass Destruction, multiple-time tag team champions, and singles competitively, they're just as decorated as far as winning championships goes. Phenomenally Lethal, same thing. Demolition, the longest reigning Archerverse World Tag Champs in history, and have had the most tag team championships in history as far as the tag team division goes. So this is a hell of a matchup. This is one hell of the way to set the tone for any show, much less a Gold Rush tournament. It is going to be a slobber knocker. Well, elimination. What were you saying, boss?
And the Public Enemy did beat the Wolfpack.
The Public Enemy has beaten the Wolfpack, but not since they've been champions.
Oh yeah.
And they beat it. They also beat a different Wolfpack. They didn't beat War of the Machine and Farmer.
No, I don't remember. I think you're right. Probably, yeah. I think it was there.
No, it was.
So we 1-1 now.
It would have been against Dex Lee and E. Charles Norris, I think.
No, I think he did beat Carino Farmer and War, because it was War and Wolfman.
Oh, that's right too.
Yeah, because we beat them and they beat us, and we are 1-1.
Oh, that's right too. War and Carino have lost a match together. That's right. It was Severn and War that were undefeated. That is correct. I forgot about that.
But I won with the Wolfpack.
But as a faction, they have not lost those titles since garnering them, and they are double tag team champions now.
Yeah, faction they haven't lost. So I won with the Wolfpack on this one.
All right, there we go. Betting lines are open. You got 5 minutes to make your choices. But as a faction, they have not lost.
Okay.
Phenomenally Lethal making their way to the ring first.
This one hell of a match. Hey, anybody champions, past champions on this list? Yeah.
Who you going with, Glenola?
I'm going with the Wolfpack. But maybe not as big as somebody else did. Somebody's already put 10,000 on the Wolfpack.
Wow. I'm gonna guess that Froggy Mothlegs is in the house.
He said not as big as them, but
there's a lot of Archerverse bucks flowing into this betting line.
A lot of them. Let me see.
All right, so I did ask Glenola if he could find some lists to do with tournaments or surrounding that concept. Anyways, I mean, did you happen to find anything yourself as far as the list goes?
I got lists.
No, I meant boss. Did he find one? I knew you had one. How dare you, sir?
I can find one in 10 seconds. Not 10 seconds, but I can find one.
I'm surprised. Glenola, I was waiting for you to say it's going to take you that long.
I'm being nice. least trying
War of the
to.
Machine. Look at the size of that behemoth.
What the heck?
YTD Academy Tag Team Championships on the line here, folks.
Dang, 16,000 in a dang.
It's been longer than 10 seconds. Epic fail.
Well, just so that he doesn't complain about us taking time, boss, I'll start the first one off.
Alright.
But I've got, start off with the 10 worst tournaments in wrestling history.
10 worst tournaments in wrestling history. Interesting.
This is coming from thesportster.com. Published May 29th this year. And Danny Josephic. I'm
Gotcha.
sure I mutilated that name.
I mean, you know, it happens.
DJELJOSEVIC.
Yeah. We'll go with what you said.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a Polish name.
I would think so, yeah.
Just from the different Polish people I've met.
Yeah, or Finnish or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But, so starting off, it's from the WWE. Actually, it had been the WWF at the time. The Wrestling Classic, 1985.
I vaguely remember that.
After the success of the first ever WrestleMania, WWF attempted another pay-per-view special called the Wrestling Classic, focused on a tournament of the same name. With a bracket consisting of 16 performers, the one-night affair is overstuffed with matches lasting only a few minutes long, though there are some strong performances from Dynamite Kid and Ricky Steamboat. It's an exhausting tournament that ends with JYD taking on the recently signed Macho Man Randy Savage, with a deeply disappointing finish of Savage losing the finals by countout.
See, now there's somebody. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Now there's somebody that should have came up on the most underrated wrestlers list was JYD. Because that man was definitely, if anybody, you know, amongst the people like Barry Horowitz and people like that, he was definitely underrated as a superstar.
He was definitely over.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
he just...
I mean, even non-wrestling fans, you know, back in the 80s, it was not uncommon to see people with dog chains around their neck.
No, JYD was awesome.
You know?
It would have been cool. Imagine this, and it would have been fun too. But JYD teaming up with Hacksaw Jim Duggan in a tag team, an all-American tag team.
Damn.
Could you imagine how...
Take my money.
Right? That would be so much fun. I've thought that for so long, and I thought it's never going to happen, but man, would it be cool if it did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'll admit, I love the JYD. You know. All right. Number 2 on the list.
Crondo says, Wolfpack, they ain't that tough.
But number 2 on this list, now this isn't numbered, I'm just doing it to keep, you know, the order straight, is Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory Series 2011. Seemingly taking cues from New Japan Wrestling's G1 Climax, Impact Wrestling debuted the Bound for Glory series in 2011, consisting of a 12-man round-robin, sort of, tournament, with each wrestler earning points based on the finish of the match, or losing them in the case of a disqualification, and the winner getting a world title shot at Bound for Glory pay-per-view. While it sounds like a great idea, Impact's first outing suffered from poor execution, with competitors not wrestling an equal number of matches. Hilariously, Samoa Joe would finish out this tournament with negative 10 points.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I actually watched that because I was excited they were doing it. I thought I was more intrigued of what would happen or what they were what they were going to do, but I don't know.
It's a great idea.
It is.
It was just like they said, the execution was off.
Look at these two beasts. Archerverse World Champion and YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champions, and they are still hungry for more. They're hunting down those tag team championships tonight. Savages. Look at this. Absolutely ghastly.
And if anybody is curious, submission victory was worth 10 points. Pinfall was worth 7.
Yep.
Count out was worth 5.
Yeah. I was going to say that I thought it was ridiculous that they awarded points for a count out or a DQ at all.
Yeah.
But
a DQ victory was worth 5. And if you were the one getting DQ'd, it was negative 10.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't award points for a knockout. But anyways,
yeah, I would have.
I'm slipping away for 2 minutes to go over and grab my beverage that I left on the other side of the arena, which is very inconvenient at this moment. So I'll be right back.
Oh, alrighty. Up next is from the WWE World Cup Tournament 2018. The nadir of WWE's controversial, propagandistic, and highly lucrative Saudi Arabia shows is arguably Crown Jewel 2018. Fans that checked out the show anyway were not only treated to a disastrous DX vs. Brothers of Destruction main event, but a brutal tournament to determine what superstar is truly best in the world. It's the finish of this tournament that made it so poorly received. Finals were meant to come down to Dolph Ziggler and The Miz, but Shane McMahon inserted himself into the match following a kayfabe injury for the latter, and somehow won a tournament he didn't actually participate in. Well, that kind of sucks. Sorry, I needed a drink. Okay, up next, and we've discussed this tournament many times. WWE Brawl for All 1998. I mean, deemed one of WWE's most poorly conceived efforts of all time, Brawl for All pit WWE's most expendable wrestlers, along with shooters like Dan Severn and Steve Blackman, against one another in a legitimate fighting tournament. The expectation was that Dr. Death Steve Williams would win and get a big push, but Bart Gunn shocked fans, his peers, and WWE management by knocking out
returned
Williams in
and
the
just
second
in
round.
time, I see.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Well, we had World Cup Tournament 2018,
Right.
and then Brawl for All
Oh, Jesus.
was the one I was just doing. We've discussed Brawl for
Yeah.
All many times, and
You know, that stupid thing actually resulted in career-ending injuries. I remember, like, even you could tell, like, the fans wanted things to end. You know what I mean? It was just, at one point, it was just getting crazy. It was too chaotic. But, that aside, though, how cool is it that there's discussion of eventually in the WWE creating a World Cup-style tournament for wrestling, where the best in the world would all come compete? I mean, that's fantastic. Most of us wrestling fans have wanted that forever. So the fact that that's a discussion on the table now is amazing.
a cross-promotion tournament would be awesome.
Yeah.
Though, technically TNA was doing it.
Yeah,
with
well,
New Japan and a couple of the others. But theirs was it the X Cup?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like 3 members of each roster.
But I mean, that's like saying the independent promotion down the street did it.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah. It's not it's not the same level. Like, they're gonna do this on a world level. Like, they're actually going to be pulling superstars from across the world and bringing them in and having them compete in this tournament. Like, that's phenomenal.
War just got screwed out of a pin.
Look at this, Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal just got screwed out of a pin on Carino Farmer 2. Look at this. Look at the power of War. Holy fucky. Military pressed Big Bubba Bruno, then down into a power slam. That was incredible. Trying to tear his legs off here. Look at this. War the Machine with a figure 8 leg lock. That has got to be. And I know that Big Bubba Bruno's got some tree trunk legs, but that has got to be damaging on those kneecaps and the calf muscles, the way he's got that locked in there. Crazy. But anyways, yeah. I just had to throw that in there because I think that's such a cool thing. I'm really excited. I hope that it probably won't happen this year, obviously, but over the next couple years, I feel like it's going to finally come to fruition.
I think it'd be awesome.
Oh, me too. Absolutely.
Alrighty, so WCW World Tag Team Title Lethal Lottery.
Dedrick, no, the Wolfpack currently holds the championships in the YTD Academy. Wanted to make sure I answered Dedrick's question there.
In 2000, an injury resulted in the Outsiders vacating the WCW World Tag Titles, prompting WCW to set up a tag team tournament to crown new champions. Wait a minute. Imagine that. Vacating a title because the holder is too injured to defend it.
Well, I mean, that should happen, right?
Yeah,
but there's always those stipulations where you have 6 months to a year to... Yeah.
You mean not everybody gets to hold their title and do absolutely jack shit? Well,
wait, what just happened? Johnny Braddock just tapped out. I think Joe Lincoln just eliminated Johnny Braddock from the matchup. So Demolition down a man. And look at this. Jay Lethal with a pin cover on Adam Colossus here, but the referee way over there. He's going to run a marathon just to get there. No, sir.
Carino, the Wolfpack got screwed out of another pin.
And so did Phenomenally Lethal. Lethal had a pinfall on Adam Colossus, but the referee wasn't there in time to get the pinfall. And look at this. Colossus fighting that submission.
This ref needs some severe cardio conditioning.
He's definitely not quick enough.
And maybe...
Look at this, Mitchell Vaughn. Oh, he tapped out Farmer. Wow.
Imagine that. The ref is right there to get that submission.
One half of the tag team champions has been eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, Lincoln got squished by Big Bubba Bruno. That's got to be twice as bad out there on that unforgiving floor, I got to tell you.
Actually, War's been eliminated.
Oh, wow, the champions are both gone. I missed War. How did War get eliminated?
I have no clue. I just happened to see him leaving.
No, he eliminated. He just left.
He's pissed off because Carino's gone. He just said, fuck it, I'm out of here. What just happened? I'm going to have to go back and watch the VOD at some point. I don't know how War got eliminated because I was focused on other things.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
I don't think he got eliminated. I think
Joe Lincoln and Big Bubba Bruno having a battle out there. Look at this shit. Oh! Tatum spiked him on the unforgiving floor.
The fucker just left.
He did. He just, like, packed up and left. He's like, I don't need to be here. My partner's gone. I'm out of here. Oh, wow. Joe Lincoln just tapped out Big Bubba Bruno. Look at that. We've got Phenomenally Lethal is the only team intact at the moment, anyways. And Jay Lethal's been eliminated. We are down to Joe Lincoln from Phenomenally Lethal, Adam Colossus from Demolition, and Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this Fat Lad. He tapped out. Joe Lincoln is eliminated. It is down to Adam Colossus and Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Demolition versus Weapons of Mass Destruction. The referee got in the way there. Did you see that? He just fucked over Adam Colossus. Did anybody else see that? No! Way! Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Champions from Team Dogface and Team Soul Embers, BB King, the Samoan Lion, Big Bubba Bruno, and Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Weapons of Mass Destruction. And folks, listen, Big Bubba Bruno is the Archer's World Champion. Mitchell Vaughn is the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, and they are now the YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Champions. What a couple of weeks the Weapons of Mass Destruction have had. Holy shit.
Yeah, though, that was a big part of it was incompetence by that ref.
Oh, the referee, and you know what? I bet you Colossus is pissed because he come in and knocked right into Colossus. And it gave Fat Lad enough time to get in there and mount an attack on Colossus, and he was just done. Well, I mean, he threw him over the fucking... You know what I mean? They were just battling for how long, and he got power? Yes. Vaughn's a fucking savage. He just, fuck it, get out of here. Power bombs him over the top rope, and Big Colossus was just like, fuck that, I'm done.
Somebody won big.
Somebody won big. Yeah, I'm going to issue the payout for that right now.
Now, and Night the Undying, how's it going, my friend? It's great
Yo,
to see
Night the Undying, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. You sexy beast, you, how you doing?
Froggy's Mufflex.
And there we go. Payout has been issued. And we have new YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Champions. That is fantastic. But Night the Undying, you sexy beast, what's up? What's new? How was the rest of your stream? Froggy Mothlegs, how dare you? We'll get another shout out here too as well for... There we go. For Night the Undying. So if you're not already following Night the Undying, you smash that follow button up there right now or we're going to ban you for life. That's how that's going to work. You follow that Night the Undying fella right there, that sexy beast. Fantastic human being and a fantastic streamer, not to mention. A lot of fun over there. He's got a great community, and they've always been very loyal to the Archiverse. They come over here and watch the show all the time. Well, you know, as often as possible when they're not doing their own thing. So, great friends, great extended family in the community. Always a pleasure. So, Crondo says, not gonna. Somebody ban Crondo. I lost 10K already, Froggy. I told you it was Froggy. Did I not say? I said, I bet you Froggy's lurking. I knew it. You are busted. Ooh, Crondo got AKO'd. Are you doing the chip challenge there, Glenolo? Oh. How dare you?
Sorry, just eating some Pringles.
Eating some Pringles. He thinks this is the cool verse where that kind of thing is, you know, tolerated.
I thought it was muted.
Thinks Boss and I enjoy that like it's an ASMR stream or something. But anyways, all right, on to the main feature, why we're all here, the WCW Hardcore Championship Gold Rush Tournament. But congratulations to Weapons of Mass Destruction, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface, and of course, Big Bubba Bruno from Team Soul Embers. What a match, what a victory. But I do agree with Claude. There was some fuckery going on there with the refereeing tonight. I'm not exactly down with that.
Well, considering the War had Big Bubba Bruno for about a 7 count before the ref even got close to counting.
And how many times did Phenomenally Lethal get screwed in that match, too? It wasn't just the Wolfpack. Between the Wolfpack and Phenomenal... You know what? That match probably should have came down to Phenomenally Lethal and the Wolfpack, not Demolition and Weapons of Mass Destruction. I got to be real with that one.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. Now, this is a hardcore championship tournament. Look at this. Quarterfinals. Look at that sexy WCW Hardcore Championship belt. We're going to crown ourselves an inaugural champion here tonight. But look at this. The Wolfman, Alan Severn, in the top of the quarterfinals going against Tommaso Ciampa. We've got Tenacious B going against the Icon Sting. Tony Stone taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And last but not least, the Soul Man, Jay Simmons, taking on the Phenom, The Undertaker. Now,
the dead man versus the soul man.
The dead man, the man who likes to take souls versus the soul man. Very interesting. But tell me, Glenola, how really important is it for the beginning of this division that the Soul Man and Severn are both in this tournament?
Oh, that part, I mean, the most brutal match ever in the history of the Archerverse was the two of them. The 3 facings they've had have all been brutal. You know, and the history of those two gentlemen, you know, I use that term loosely in Wolfman's case, but, you know, they've been there and just beat their opponents down. It isn't even, shit, half the time they don't even go for the win. They just go to beat their opponents down. I mean, you know, how many times did we see it like with Archer versus Severn, where the two of them fought outside the ring and just hit their feet on each other?
Yeah, agreed.
For like 10 minutes.
Well, I got good news.
You got good news? All right, let's have it.
Since I won the Channel Edition award.
You did, yes.
So since I
wait a minute. Wait. Did you win the Channel Redemption Award or did you win the championship match?
No, I won the Channel Edition award.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Nobody won the YTD championship yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And I want Sting.
You're gonna claim Sting?
Yep.
Okay. I'll make sure I make note of that after the show.
Yeah. After the show, just let you know I had. Yeah.
So here's a question for you.
I almost did that, boss.
Huh?
I'm gonna open the betting lines right now, so you guys all have 5 minutes to make your bets for this first matchup of the quarterfinals. But Boss Apollo and Glenola, I'm going to put you on the spot. We got Severn and Ciampa. We've got Tenacious B and Sting. We got Tony Stone and how? By the way, I'm just going to say, how cool is it that we've got 2 YTD Academy sensations that have both proven themselves enough to get into this tournament. So congratulations to Tenacious B and Tony Stone, because unlike Prince the Outcast, Tyler Bronco, and a couple of others, they haven't had really their time to shine yet. Tonight, great opportunity for both of them. Tough competition, but still. Tenacious B and Sting, Tony Stone and Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker and the Soul Man. Who do you think takes each of the quarterfinal matches?
You can go first.
Okay.
Passing the buck.
I'm going to go Wolfman.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with Tenacious B over Sting. I'm going to go with Austin. And I'm going to go with the Soul Man.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going with the Wolfman on this one. I'm going with the new member of Public Enemy, Sting. The second one I'm going with Austin. And I'm going with the original Soul Taker, the Taker.
No love for Tony Stone. How dare you guys? Okay, so I'm going to go also with the Wolfman. No offense to Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, he deserves to be there. He's been on fire lately. His tag team, part of the Gate Crashers. But I'm going to go with Alan Severn because, well, the Wolfpack has just been on an absolute tear, and I'm not betting against them right now. Tenacious B, I'm going to say defeat Sting. He's on a roll, and it looks sensational in there, and I think he is hungry. I think he is really... I think he's going to take this opportunity to make the most of it. I'm also going to go with Tony Stone over Austin. I'm going to say that Tony Stone, I don't know, I think he's just going to pull at all the stops and find a way to make it happen. He's going to be resilient in there. He's going to be I just think he finds a way to get the job done. And the last one's a tough one. The last one's a tough one. I want to go with the Soul Man, Jay Simmons, because I'll be honest, at the end of this tournament, what I would like to see, and no offense to anybody, nobody, the other teams, no other wrestlers, but I want to see Severn and the Soul Man for this championship is what I'd like to see, because eventually they're going to fight for it anyways. But I'm going to have to go with The Undertaker over the Soul Man. Tony Stone over Austin, Tenacious B over Sting, Severn over Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the final will be Severn Soul Man.
You think the final will be Severn and Soul Man? Okay.
The final is going to be Sting and the Taker.
Sting and Taker, could you imagine? That would be fucking smoking hot. I mean, no offense, I would really like...
You wouldn't go wrong with that match.
No, I mean, nobody would complain about that match at all. Matter of fact, if we don't see it in this tournament, we should have that happen in the YTD Academy. Somebody put Sting versus Taker in YTD Academy matchup requests. And you know what? Make it a Hell in a Cell match.
I'm about to do it, alright.
Just to remind me to do that match. Because that would be fun. Everybody's always wanted to see them fight, but I've always wanted to see them fight in either a casket match or a Hell in a Cell match. Had to be one of those two matches for me. Icon versus Phenom, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The Wolfman, Alan Severn, making his way to the ring. All right.
Alrighty, and as we were going with this list, like I said, WCW
yes,
World
sir.
Tag Champion, World Tag Team Title, Lethal Lottery. WCW recycled its old Lethal Lottery gimmick with randomly assigned tag teams fighting their way through the brackets. A poorly booked affair composed of short matches and some questionable, not random at all teams like Don and Ron Harris and Harlem Heat. And I didn't know, I was not really familiar with this tournament, but this enough tells me how crap this tournament was. The ultimate winners of this tournament would be Crowbar and David Flair.
Yeah, I was gonna actually say something as soon as you said that, but I figured I'd let you read it yourself. But
you know,
yeah, that about says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, the theory behind it's kind of cool. You know, the lethal lottery. You don't know until your match who your partner is. I think that sounds like it'd be kind of a cool setup.
Froggy Mouthleg says his current entrance is one of my all-time favorites. But I've been a fan since I played one of the N64 WCW games. Which one? Was it WCW versus NWO?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about staying in the game. But which game was it? funnily enough, WCW versus NWO still remains to this day the only wrestling game I've never played. It was, yeah, okay. That was a very popular game. I just never got around to playing it. I have no idea why.
Oh. Alrighty, so up next we got WWE Queen's Crown 2021. An impressive feat. WWE managed to deliver a tournament that's considered one of the worst ever, despite being hardly a year old. The all-female companion to the King of the Ring tournament, the inaugural Queen's Crown tournament ended with Zelina Vega standing victorious and adopting the obligatory royal gimmick as Queen Zelina.
Yeah.
Well, that's all fine. Fans hated the execution as fan favorites like Toni Storm and Liv Morgan were knocked out early and matches barely exceeded 3 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't great. It was not well executed. I mean, even the build-up to it wasn't grand. I was actually surprised they went through with it and didn't find a way to have to rewrite something. And but I don't know.
No, I'll tell you what, they may have had a better chance if they did something crazy like made it its own pay-per-view.
Right. That's the problem, is they didn't. They tried to go other avenues and it just didn't work out. The King of the Ring isn't the same as part of a show either.
No. You know,
so
it's lost. You know, one of the great things was the fact that, you know, it wasn't spaced out.
Right.
The matches, you know, you had to think, okay, how do I end this quickly enough to have that energy to last me the whole night? You know, but make sure I use enough energy to get the victory. You know, there was a bit of a tactical side to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Froggy, that might date you a little bit, but yeah.
Wow, a 7-inch black and white TV. Good for you, Froggy.
Alrighty. That next, Impact Wrestling Fight for the Right 2006. For all its flaws and missteps, one cannot say that Impact Wrestling didn't try to innovate. In 2006, they debuted a new kind of tournament called Fight for the Right in order to determine a #1 contender for the world title. And the result couldn't be more complicated. Played out across 3 stages, fans are likely aware of the first stage, the infamous reverse battle royale, where everyone fought to enter the ring. Then they fought a traditional battle royale until the remaining 2 guys fought a regular singles match. The idea of that does sound kind of cool.
Yeah, it does. Wow, Severn ended it already. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and moving on to the semifinals of this tournament from Team Glenola, the Wolfman, Alan Severn, is moving on in to the next round of the tournament. Congratulations, Glenola. Congratulations to the Wolfpack.
Oh.
That went a lot faster than I thought it was gonna, especially the way they started brawling and duking it out in that. Wow. All right. So the Wolfman Alan Severn over Tommaso Ciampa. Your payout has been issued.
Thank you.
And I'll get the betting line set for the next round.
Alrighty, so then there's stage 2, which featured an entire single elimination tournament that culminated in a 3-way match.
Where the fuck did his bike just go without him?
Holy crap!
Wow. You know, I know the Undertaker's in the building, you know, the Icon Sting is, I mean, is Poindexter around? Is Poindexter, or is Team Cracking Skulls in the building? What was that about? Did you see that? I mean, Severn went to get on the bike and it literally left without him.
It dropped to the top of the stage and stopped.
That is fantastic. Did somebody clip that? Please tell me. Tell me you clipped that. I will ban all of you. Wow. That is fantastic. Oh my good God. I know there's a lot of villainy and crazy antics that go on in the Archerverse, but that is the best one in a while. Alright, next match of the evening, it is Tenacious B taking on the Icon Sting. Which one of them is going to move on to face Alan Severn in the semifinals? Will it be Tenacious B? Or will it be the Icon Sting?
Leo King that's playing Stone Cold.
5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Betting lines are officially open. And it is showtime and go time for the next match in the semifinals.
Who goes on the face?
That was crazy. Honestly, I mean, the match is over. They do a close-up on the bike. I'm thinking, yeah, Severn's going to get on that puppy and wail on out. He goes to get on the bike, and the bike just fucking says, screw you, and takes off without him. I mean, the look on Severn's face. Somebody in the Wolfpack was fucking with him.
Somebody was.
It's got to be somebody within his own organization doing that.
Wolfman has never claimed to be a biker.
You think he just revved that puppy up and let her rip, did you?
No, it's Krondo says Wolfman exposed. He's no biker. He's a fraud. He's a fraud bike. He drives by itself.
Yeah,
No,
he drives an automated bike.
But yeah, now back to this here. Stage 2 was an elimination tournament that culminated in a 3-way match. And then for stage 3, the winners of stage 1 and 2 fought a regular singles match.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, in theory.
No, it was a cool concept.
That tournament sounds like an awesome.
I mean, what happens with a lot of them is it's not the concept they come up with; it's how they carry it out. It's how they execute it. You know what I mean?
And they don't even say why it's one of the worst. You know, which sucks because for what they're describing. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is they say it's too complicated because what they're describing sounds awesome. And said they tweaked it for the 2007 follow-up.
But, I mean, if somebody that knew what they were doing and how to market that properly and how to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be interesting.
Yeah. I wish we could do that in the Archerverse, but we can't do the reverse battle royale.
No, yeah, well, yeah. No, you can't do that.
1231 Girly Girl. Hey,
what's going on, 1231? Welcome in, Girly Girl. How was your evening? How are the children, including Soul? Tenacious B looking focused and ready to roll. I'm telling you, this guy's hungry. He is going to take out Sting tonight. You watch. I don't care how you guys bet. I'm standing beside Tenacious B in this one. Of course, Sting coming to the ring with a baseball bat, right? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, the referee should just immediately take that thing. He has no business coming down to the ring with that bat. Well, I mean, it is a Hell in a Cell match. Weapons are allowed. But that is not the point. Not the point. Girly Girl says both kids are great.
Alright. Next on the list, we got the WCW Hardcore Title Tournament in 2000. Oh, now, this says a lot. A tournament for WCW's ridiculous hardcore title. So, yeah, you know, they weren't a fan of the hardcore in WCW anyway, so...
No, they weren't, no. And they did not ever usually do very good hardcore matches either, to be fair.
Yeah.
Their hardcore title was weird looking, and it was just strange.
Oh, yeah. You know, I loved Raven, you know, his hardcore style, the Raven's Rules.
Yeah, well, they had the proper people there to do a good hardcore division. They just didn't do a very good one.
Yeah.
They spent more time worrying about their television division, and to be honest, that was a great division. There were a lot of exciting matches happen in the television championship division. Every week you had a television championship matchup, and you also had a television championship contendership match every single week, and that was great.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Perry Saturn, I think, at one time held it for, 8 or 9 weeks straight or something like that? Which is a big deal because, again, that was defended all the time, so for somebody to hold it that long it was cool. I liked that division a lot.
And that was one thing, you know, you didn't sit on the titles. You know, I can't think of any WCW title where they sat on it, you know. It was they defended their titles quite a bit. You know, from what I remember.
Yeah.
You know, you don't sit there and get an interim title belt while somebody's away for 6 to 8 months and not having to defend. No. They vacated the title and somebody competed to win that title.
Yep, that usually did happen, yeah. I mean, it was more... What was it? I would say around the Attitude Era, or maybe there shortly after, where they started doing this thing where your injured superstar had 6 months to a year to defend the title before they had to worry about... Whoa! Jesus Christ, did you see that? Tenacious B. I mean, he threw Sting up there, and that European uppercut as Sting came down, that was vicious. Just about took his head right off. I think he's got a chair. Oh, Sting, get out of the way. But anyways, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I hope you have a great sleep when you go that way, girly girl. But, you know, I'm just... I shouldn't even bring him up. I mean... We all know who I'm referring to, so...
Only this Sting with a Scorpion Death. Oh, no. Tenacious B kicked out of it.
Okay.
He had a Scorpion Deathlock locked in there.
A tournament for WCW's ridiculous hardcore title sounds like it could be an extremely entertaining train wreck. But when they put one together in late September of 2000s... Okay, so all the 2000s? It sadly underwhelmed. Rather than an array of WCW's most willing to get hit with an aluminum trash can, the lineup consisted of merely Reno, Johnny the Bull, Crowbar, and Sergeant AWOL, aka The Wall, picking up the final round win over Reno to capture the vacant belt. I'll admit I enjoyed Sergeant AWOL. Yeah, I was a fan of the Misfits in action.
Yeah, me too.
You know. Especially Major Guns.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Wow, Tenacious B there with a corkscrew European uppercut or whatever the hell that was he just did. All over Sting right now.
Well, it's just from their comments in there, of course, it sounds like this author does not like the hardcore division. You know.
Yeah, well, WCW didn't like the hardcore division. I was surprised they had one. And they didn't for long, so.
Yeah. Yeah, just from his kind of like most willing to get hit with an aluminum trash can. You know, it's pretty obvious. But so it sounds like though that was not a good tournament, anyways. You know, that small of a lineup.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have at least 8 men in a tournament.
Yeah, and not having Raven in there in a hardcore. I mean, come on.
And he was on the roster at the time too.
Yeah. Because every match he did was a hardcore match.
Pretty much.
For the Ravens rules. Let's look this up real quick.
Oh yeah, by the way, New York King playing
Scorpion Death Drop. Tenacious B in trouble. No, kicks out of the Scorpion Death Drop. Wow. Joe Link already redeeming a match for Bret Hart versus Sting. Submission only. Nice. The Scorpion Deathlock versus the Sharpshooter.
Okay. Here we go.
I hear Queen Apollo. Hi, Queen Apollo.
Hey, Queen. Alright, groups matches were held under Ravens rules, which meant no disqualifications. Weapon usage, double team, outside interference were rampant. That's... Raven had that... had it. I mean...
Yeah, no, he did. Shit, he just launched Sting right over the top rope into the cell. What a savage. I'm telling you, man, he's going to take Sting out here. All you fuckers that bet on Sting. You're going to lose your Archiverse bucks, goddammit. Tenacious B's taking this puppy home. Come on.
Alright, next we have WWE Superstar
that is
of the Year
damning to my case. No! Oh, Tenacious B, what were you thinking there? Tried to climb over a set of steel steps to get to Sting. I mean, what did he think was going to happen there? What a dummy. But anyways.
Okay. The Special Slammy Awards episode don't appear to be anybody's favorite episodes of Monday Night Raw. The 2009 edition did attempt something different by staging a tournament to determine who would win Superstar of the Year. However, the execution left a lot to be desired, as it was a 4-man tournament with BM Punk, The Undertaker,
BM
Randy
Punk.
Orton.
I like how you just naturally slipped that in there. I mean, to Glenola, the name CM Punk doesn't even exist. It is just BM Punk. It could say CM Punk in big bold letters, and he will still read BM Punk.
Mm-hmm. Though I don't know, at times I think that might be insulting BM. Yeah, that may be insulting bowel movements.
Perhaps.
But it said semi-final matches lasting mere minutes. The final would come down to John Cena versus Randy Orton for the upteenth time, with Cena predictably winning to score the award. And finally, the final one on the list was from WWE.
Wow, Sting kicked out again. Good God, what is with this referee? He seems to have a real problem counting to 3. It's real simple. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But King of the Ring 1995. The 95 iteration, can't even talk, of King of the Ring tournament delivered what many fans consider the worst ever. With big names like The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Yokozuna getting eliminated in the quarterfinals, somehow mid-carder Savio Vega became an underdog hero in the tournament as he made it to the finals. However, any remaining excitement for the tournament dissipated once Mabel got the pinfall to become the 95 King of the Ring. The aftermath was no better, as King Mabel's big main event push stalled after he dealt accidental injuries to Diesel and Undertaker, among others.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and moving on to the semifinals to face Alan Severn, the man called Sting, has defeated Tenacious B, and I guess I was wrong. I thought for sure Tenacious B was going to take that match. I really did. If you saw what he's been doing, if you saw his body of work in YTD Academy and how he got into this tournament, I mean, but I should have known Sting just making his return. There's a lot of hype. He's excited. He's focused. I should have known better to bet against Sting, I guess. All right, GG's to the man called Sting. GG's in the chat room, please. All right. So I'll issue the payout for that. There we go. On to the third match of the quarterfinals. All right, next match of the evening. It is Tony Stone versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, this is a very, very interesting matchup. These have, well, I mean, Stone has a lot of elements of Stone Cold, but he also has that high flying capability. He's very quick. He's a little lighter than Austin. He's a little bit younger than Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously. What do you guys think here? Do you think Tony Stone can hold it together enough to manage to put in a good enough matchup to beat the Rattlesnake, or do you think the Rattlesnake bites Stone in the ass and knocks him out of the tournament? What do you think's going to happen here?
I'm going to go with Austin. I'm going with experience.
You're going with experience on this one?
And,
well,
nothing against Stone. Stone's been amazing, but I can't necessarily disagree with Glenola.
Two future members of the Puzzle Enemy is in a tournament.
Boss really plugging the Public Enemy tonight. You notice that, guys? So that means shameless plugging of his own faction here. We're here to celebrate a tournament and the crowning of an inaugural champion for the WCW Hardcore Championship in this beautiful Hardcore Championship tournament. Hell in a Cell matches all night long. And what does Boss Apollo focus on is we have heard the Public Enemy more times tonight than we have heard the Archerverse. Right? That's what's happening right now. He is selling you all on the fact that he is in charge of the Public Enemy. I mean, that is some fantastic marketing and advertisement. I hope you get a raise. But anyways, 5 to make your bets. Good God. The Public Enemy wants you to make your bets. Get them in there right now. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Tony Stone. Who's moving on to the semifinals? Let's go.
I'm going Stone Cold by betting on Tony Stone.
I'm sorry, you're going with Stone Cold, but you're betting on Stone?
Yes.
Okay. Just so we all have that clear, you know. No, we wouldn't want to misinterpret what you're telling us, boss.
And hello, Red-Eyed Wookie. Welcome to the Archerverse.
Red-Eyed Wookie. I mean, are you the right eye of Chewbacca? Are you the right eye of Chewbacca after a gunfight battle? Been hanging around Han Solo too much. You gotta take a break, take a little vacay. Because Stone Cold said snow. Crondo, I bet Tony will win in a landslide victory. Well, put your Archerverse bucks where your mouth is there, Crondo. There's a betting line open. Put your Archerverse bucks where they belong. And see if you're right.
Oh yeah, I forgot something. I got other member rolling.
But here we go. Tony Stone, one of the YTD Academy sensations that has been tearing up the scene from YTD Shadows. YT Shadows, YTD Academy. I just branded him YTD Shadows. He is the founder of YTD Academy. But anyways, looking in great shape, ready to roll. But I still think he beats Austin. If nobody else is going to show Tony Stone and YT Shadows some love, YT Shadows, if you're lurking or listening, or you're watching the VOD later, just know that the host with the most on the Most Must See show on Twitch TV has your back, buddy. I'm showing you some love. I'm on your side. I took a stand. I'm going with Tony Stone, baby.
Tony Stone versus Stone Cold. Now I'm on the mic.
Boss Apollo chose Stone Cold Steve Austin, YT Shadows. Again, if you're listening later, now, later, presently, either way, he did not have your back. Do you know who else did not have your back? YT Shadows, the great Glenola, said Stone Cold would open a can of whoop ass and walk and stomp a mud hole and walk it dry in Tony Stone. He's talking all kinds of trash. It's crazy. And, of course, by the time you listen to this, he'll have edited this, and that probably won't show up on the VOD, but...
Alrighty.
Public Enemy appreciates Archer. Somebody fire Public Enemy, please.
I do have a follow-up list to that one I just did.
Do you now?
Yes.
I am sexually aroused.
Because it literally is right below it on the page. It's dated September 25th of 2020. Same guy. 5 ways 1995 King of the Ring was the worst pay-per-view, and 5 ways that it was the King of the Ring 1999.
Oh, and by the way, number 183 on the list, Public Enemy appreciates Archer, is now on the list. Just in case you thought you were getting away with it, you are not. Stone Cold will have a mouthful of stone. Wait, that sounds bad, Link says. Leo the King says, Public Enemy is growing. Is it because of Austin and Tony Stone? I mean... because Joe Link says he's going to be full of stone, and yours... never mind.
Alright. 1990... one reason 95 was the worst was an awful lineup. You had Mabel versus Undertaker. Shawn Michaels versus Kama. Holly versus Rhodey. And I'm assuming that was Hardcore Holly, but I'm not positive. Yep, Bob Holly. And Savio versus Yokozuna.
Yeah. I liked Bob Holly.
I did too. Hardcore Holly's an awesome competitor.
Oh, hell yeah, he was. Strong as a bull that guy was, they say.
He was.
Yep. Yeah, no, yeah. He was like, originally, he was like a race car driver of sorts, was he? I don't think he was like NASCAR, but he was a stock. And
that was a...
it was a gimmick.
Crash.
Well, the NASCAR... No, Crash Holly was the little guy. Hardcore Holly was... he was Sparkplug Bob Holly.
Was he Sparkplug?
Yeah. Wow! Stone Cold Steve Austin has defeated Tony Stone just like that, and it is over. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals of this tournament, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Jesus Christ, we didn't even get a full conversation in before he ended that. What the hell even happened? I didn't even see what happened. What happened?
12.
Somebody want to rewind that for me, please? Holy shitballs. I can't even keep up.
14 seconds.
14 seconds? That ties... was it really? Holy fuck. That ties Robert Rage's record from the Archiverse 1.0. Now, Joe Lincoln has already defeated that record, and so did Ashley Shang. Shang had a 9-second match... No, wait. Which one of them had the 9-second match, and which one of them had the 10-second match now? Do you remember?
10 seconds is Shang.
9 seconds was Lincoln, that's right.
Yeah.
And those are records I never thought it'd even be touched.
And 10 seconds.
No, I agree with you. Froggy, you're forgetting the Wolfman. It's going to be Wolfman versus Sting.
Yeah, no, it is. The next match of the... Well, the next match of the night is the last match in the quarterfinals, but the first match in the semifinals is going to be the Wolfman Alan Severn versus the Icon Sting.
But now, okay, so first reason why 99 was the worst of the King of the Rings, or worst pay-per-view, short matches. Attitude Era is not exactly known for putting on lengthy competitive matches, which feels like the main reason to watch a pro wrestling tournament, and the 99 King of the Ring is no different. Most of the actual tournament matches on this show were ridiculously short, including the less than 6-minute tournament final between Billy Gunn and X-Pac, and a Hardy Boys Edge and Christian match that goes less than 5 minutes. Wow.
Alright, so the next match of the evening, and the final match of the quarterfinals, the Phenom, The Undertaker versus the Soul Man, Jay Simmons from Team J Negative Gaming. And for those that know who Jay Simmons is, he needs no introduction. For those that don't, Glenola introduced the Soul Man property for those that don't really necessarily know about the history of the Soul Man Jay Simmons.
Soul Man is a OG of the Archerverse, one of the greatest superstars to grace the halls. He and the Wolfman hold the record for the most brutal match, and I believe they still hold the record for the longest match.
They do, yeah.
It was well over an hour, and they, at one point, we believe that there was actually an imprint of the Wolfman in the parking lot.
No
after
doubt.
Being thrown off a semi-trailer 4 times.
Yeah.
It was a last man standing match that started in the ring and made its way backstage.
Yeah. It was a phenomenal match.
But it's even better. Wolfman kept getting up from those. Finally, the Soul Man did, I believe it was a power bomb in the parking lot. And
yeah, right on the asphalt, yeah.
Away. And as he walked away, the referee counted the 10 count.
Yeah, Wolfman just said fuck it and stayed down at that point. And you heard that right. He got thrown off a semi-truck 4 times because Simmons, he had the brains. He stayed up on top of the trailer. The Wolfman, I mean, it was amazing he get up at all, but he got up and proceeded to climb back up the ladder and on top of that trailer 3 more times, and Simmons kept fucking chucking him off like a piece of trash into a can. Oh my God, it was funny. The Soul Man, he was being vicious, full of ruthless aggression that night.
Some of the clips I saw or looked at and everything, because I'm still having trouble finding that match in its entirety. I can't remember what, it may be pre-100, which means it's gone. But
it might have to, because for some reason there's a few older matches still available on Twitch, and then there's matches that have disappeared that you're like, why did that disappear if the other match is still there? I don't know. You might be able to look through the VODs on Twitch and find it there. I don't think it would be. I don't think it is post 100.
Yeah, but that match was one of the all-time greatest. But from the clips, they broke one of the barricades.
Yep. They did.
They made their way backstage. They were everywhere backstage.
Severn speared Simmons right through the barricade.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just, and Simmons just kept coming. Wolfman kept coming. That's why, I'll be honest, I bet I go on with Soul Man anytime unless the Wolfman's in the match, because he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
He's always been that's been his main. I mean, he doesn't even care if he wins or loses. That's the best thing about the Wolfman. That's why everybody likes to see him in the building, is because everybody knows he's just there to punch somebody in the face. He's there for a fight, and that's what people want to see. They want to see a fight. Crondo says, Carliti says, happy Friday. Crondo says, The Undertaker. Really, The Undertaker? That's your name? Well, who are you fighting, huh? The school teacher or the bus driver or maybe the parking lot security? Your ticket expired, so your car will rest in peace. All right. And back to you there, Glenn.
But this was stated here just last. It would have been Saturday night. Soul Man is the one wrestler that has the Wolfman's utmost respect, unquestionable, and I'll honestly speak for Wolfman on this, because he won't say it himself. The only reason the Soul Man has not been invited to the Wolfpack is because the Wolfman wants that competition available. Pure and simple.
And by the way, seen how the Soul Man is making his way to the ring just one more time, because we did it in Glenola's channel. We're going to give a shout out for Team J Negative Gaming. But apparently I'm going to have to wait a moment because I just shouted out Carliti. And it puts a cooldown. I'm going to have to change that. I do not want a cooldown period on that. Unless it's something that I have to do. That is ghastly. How dare you, Twitch?
Let's see if it'll let me do it. Nope. Okay, hold on. It said the channel wasn't available, or didn't exist. So let me try here.
Did you put a neon negative?
I think that's probably what I did, yeah.
Yeah, for me it's saying shoutouts on the channel has been reached. I just gotta wait a moment, I guess.
Yeah, please wait a minute and try again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely follow J Negative. Great streamer, and I know myself, he helped my channel out tremendously when I was starting out.
There we go. So a shout out given for J Negative Gaming. He's a great variety streamer, a fantastic human being. And you definitely want to check out his channel if you get a chance. And he's also an OG of the Archerverse. Yo, these guys not wasting any time. Crondo says, let's get this appreciation show on the road. Archer is waiting. Crondo, how dare you? Somebody please AKO Crondo. Where's Woozy when you need him? Woozy!
Okay, he's been with the channel just about over a month longer than I have.
Who? Cool?
No, J Negative is 1 year, 8 months, 21 days, 5 hours, and I'm at 1 year, 7 months, 4 days, 14 hours.
Oh, okay. So, and by the way, Froggy, number 184, Apreach Arthur, now on the list.
Thank you, Archer.
Ghastly.
Thank you, Archer.
I will shut down the entire broadcast. How dare you? Apparently I can't follow myself at all. Go figure. You think, though, it would still show you, if you type something in how long I've been active or whatever, but...
channel age or something like that.
I think it's a countage, but I don't think I have it turned on.
No, okay.
But I've also been on Twitch a little bit longer than I've actually, been running shows, so...
Well, that's like me. I probably have another year, almost a year.
January. I believe January is my actual broadcast anniversary. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Mad Appreciation Club for Archer. Not funny. Crondo, is somebody going to AKO him for me, please? Number 185. Mad Appreciation Club for Archer, now on the list. All right. You know, in a minute, Crondo, I'm going to put your ass on. All right, I mean, KO me. I mean, that's fine. There we go. Ask and ye shall receive. It's fine. Why did it not work? Why is AKO not working, Glenola? That is ghastly.
No idea. It worked for me earlier.
It is not working. That is ghastly.
You're not spelling it right.
Oh, you know what the problem is? Who the hell made Crondo a VIP? That is ghastly.
Archer, that's not the problem. You're not spelling the name right.
Oh, I forgot the damn S. Forgot the goddamn S. You know what? I'm going to AKO him twice for that.
No. No.
Ah, there we go. I feel much better now. Take that, Crondo. Haha, got Boss Apollo with the sledgehammer. Take that. Elbow City by Froggy Mothlegs. Alright, so anyways, where were we on the list?
Alright, for 95. Fans
95.
revolted. Bad wrestling show is even worse when the crowd audibly hates it, and WWF had the misfortune of holding a 1995 pay-per-view in Philadelphia, a city where ECW was building a reputation for putting on crazy, entertaining shows with good wrestling to boot. As a result, the crowd trashed the Mabel Savio Vega final, chanting ECW throughout the whole thing. You know you've messed up when the fans want to be watching a completely different promotion.
Yeah. Well, it happens. I mean, we've talked about it before, but a good example is when WCW thought they'd be funny and announced the results of Monday Night Raw. A whole bunch of people changed the channel and went and watched Monday Night Raw because they wanted to see what they announced. You know?
It was the big backfire.
Oh, huge backfire. You know, things like that happen all the time. Or did, anyways.
All right. A reason for 1999 being the worst. Overshadowed by non-tournament matches. The tournament itself is largely considered a bust, but fans generally enjoyed the non-tournament matches at King of the Ring 1999. While short, the aforementioned tag match of Hardy and Edge and Christian had some of the sparks the two teams would bring to their TLC matches the following year.
Is that Sting's bat? Does he have Sting's bat? Oh! Cracked Undertaker right in the head. Oh, he got him again! Vicious! And somehow Undertaker just keeps getting back up.
I think that's Jay's bat. You know, he usually hides one under the ring.
I don't know, that looks just like Sting's bat that he brought to the ring earlier.
It might be. But,
oh, he misses the flying crossbody. Undertaker taking full advantage here.
There was also a decent Undertaker Rock title match. Meanwhile, the fun storyline-based main event had Steve Austin taking on both Shane and Vince McMahon in a ladder match for control of the company. All right, another one for 95.
Oh! Ooh, Jesus Christ. Jay Simmons just taking shot after shot to the skull with that bat. Undertaker being vicious. Oh, he got him again. Good God, he's teeing off, swinging for the fences. He's swinging for a home run, and he doesn't even play baseball. Look at that. Wow. That was absolutely savage.
All right. So another reason for 95 is the
Simmons
non-tournament
in
matches.
big trouble here. Big trouble here. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals to face Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Phenom, the Undertaker, is your victor. What a crazy semifinals this is going to be. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
But King of the Ring 95 features 2 non-tournament matchups, and neither of them are exactly must-see. First, there's the Jerry Lawler-Bret Hart Kiss My Foot match, which culminates 2 years of feuding and incorporates the WWE's love for juvenile humor, as Lawler had spent the build-up of the match making his foot as disgusting as possible. The main event here is also not the King of the Ring match, but an extremely house show tag match between Bam Bam Bigelow and Diesel, taking on Psycho Sid and Tatanka. Now, that had to have been entertaining, actually. I'm sorry, but... Bigelow, Diesel, Psycho Sid, and Tatanka in the ring at once.
Yeah, that's crazy. Reinforce ring, please.
All right, another reason for 99, the DX breakup angle. Seems the 99 King of the Ring tournament was meant to set up Billy Gunn as a future single star, the way that previous King of the Rings did for Austin and others. However, the big DX breakup angle is happening at the same time, with all the non-stop Triple H members of the group taking part in the tournament.
By the way, boss, have you found a list yet for when Glenola's done?
Yeah.
He's lying to us, boss. Or I mean Glenola. Ooh, I called you boss.
I think you might be right. I heard that.
I apologize. I will ban myself immediately upon the ability to do so. All right, so look at this semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. Holy fuck balls. The only streamer team left alive is Team Glenola and the Wolfman Alan Severn here. He's facing the Icon Sting. What a match, and look at this. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker. Wow. All right, so guys, first of all, boss, I'm going to start with you because you've been riding the pine while Glenola and I have been doing all the work. How dare you? Pretending you didn't have a list just so you didn't have to go first. Ghastly. Who do you think wins in the semifinal matchups? We got Severn and Sting. We got Austin and the Phenom.
Well, since he is a future member of Public Enemy, I have to go with Sting.
Here we go again. Public Enemy coming up again. He's really plugging the Public Enemy guys. He wants you to know who they are.
Which is 2 members, by the way.
I mean, he trying to sell lunch boxes or something? What's going on here? You got an attire deal or what?
So I'm going with Sting.
You're going with Sting. Okay. Well, I guess he is the future member of the Public Enemy. If you didn't all hear that earlier, I want you all to know the Public Enemy has grown by 1, and he is an icon.
By the way.
And hello, Soul Embers.
Soul Embers! What's going on, Soul Embers? All right. So, here you go. The betting lines are open. You have 5 minutes to make your bets. Who you think is going to move on to the semifinals, whether it is going to be Severn or Sting. What a match is going to be. But who do you think? You said Austin is beating The Undertaker, and you think Sting is beating Severn. Yes, boss? So, Glenola, I won't ask you the first question because I know you're not betting against the Wolfman. Is it going to be Austin or Taker?
You know what? I'm going to go with Taker.
You're going with Taker?
Only because he didn't have to expend a lot of energy in that match. He used But then
Man,
Austin's pretty fresh too.
He was trying to take Simmons' head off with that bat. Did you see that? That was nasty.
Oh, hey, for the betting line, it says Stone Cold versus Sting.
Well, whatever. Just pick the other one. It is not funny. I will ban both of you. I will ban you both. And if anybody else is laughing, I will ban you too. How dare you? Shut your mouth when you're laughing at me. I mean, we do not have to have a wrestling show. We do not need to be the late night place to be. We could be the former late night place to be, with the artist formerly known as the host with the most musty show on Twitch TV, bringing things to a crashing halt, crash and burn. How dare all of you? Shut up, Froggy Mothlegs. That's not funny. Soul Embers, will you please AKO Froggy Mothlegs?
Oh, now that could be an interesting list sometime. I may have to try to do something with that.
Sorry, what's the list?
Soul just says he wants me to make my own list of underrated top 10 superstars of the Archiverse from 1.0 to 3.0.
Interesting.
It would be an interesting list. You know, but it'd be a difficult one.
Have we gotten through that year list? Is it Boss's turn yet?
Not quite. Another reason for 95 is the failed Savio Vega underdog push.
Who banned Froggy?
Himself.
Oh, he did it himself. That's hilarious. Here I am trying to make him VIP and he gets banned. Oh, it says he's already a VIP, but yet he didn't have the VIP. Oh, he does now. Okay. Oh, it did work while he was being banned. That's interesting.
Alrighty. Oh, and just to let you know, there is a tree of woe or tree of knowledge of rotten fruit on me. There's a joke time on you, Archer.
A joke time on me. All right. Joke time. Let's see. Got to pull something out of the joke trunk. And Joe Link, you're not allowed to play. If Joe Link tries to take anybody with the ability, if Joe Link tries to answer any of the questions asked tonight, AKO him immediately. How dare he? Okay, so here's your joke. What did the mama cow say to the calf? What did the mama cow say to the calf? Girly Girl says, I don't know.
Either get your ass moving,
that's a good one.
Or you're utterly cute.
You're utterly cute, or get your ass moving. Glenola says. Glenola put a lot of thought into that. She said blind dog. Taking a shot at Boss Apollo. Boss, are you going to take that? Red-Eyed Wookie says, old familiar Sting wins. How dare you suggest that Alan Severn is not going to win this match, Red-Eye? I mean, you could be right, though, to be fair. You could be right. Somebody AKO Joe Link, please. How dare you? Nobody asked you, Joe Link. Matter of fact, I specifically said you were not allowed to play. Joe Link cheats. Joe Link is a cheater.
And hello, Kainat Sugoyami.
Kainat Sugoyami. Really? Well, we're going to call you Kainat because I'm not saying all of that ever. because we will butcher it. That's why.
Well, I was going to say, I apologize if I butchered it. You know.
Yeah. So we're going to call you Kaino. How's it going, Kaino? Welcome in to episode number 404. We're having a special show tonight. It is a Gold Rush tournament to crown an inaugural WCW Hardcore Champion. And right now we are in the first of two semifinal matchups in the tournament. And, of course, we kicked the night off with a Fatal Tornado Tag Team Elimination matchup for the YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Championships. You missed that a bit earlier. You don't even know what YTD Academy is yet, but that's what was going on tonight. It's been a fire evening of matches. And it's, of course, our Fallout week, because last Sunday we, of course, had our second annual Halloween Havoc stream preview. It was fantastic. Kaino, you're welcome. I don't know why you're saying thank you so much, Archer. I should ban you for saying that. All right, who brought Kaino in here to say that? Joe Lake?
Kaino, well, the name is Kaino Sugiyami.
Yes.
So it's pronounced Kaino.
Kaino Sugiyami.
So,
we do not thank Archer for anything in this channel. That is ghastly and blasphemy.
Well,
matter of fact, TYSM Archer needs to be added to the list.
Yeah, but at the same time, we all still thank Archer.
Needs to be added to the list. That's not funny. How dare you, sir? Entertain antics. Number 186, TYSM Archer. Is now on the list. Thank you, Kaino.
Oh, it is Kino Sugiyami.
Kino. Oh, yes, Kino. Oh, so it is Japanese. If it's pronounced Kino Sugiyami, it is definitely Japanese. Although I guess you would know that, considering you're probably Japanese. Okay, that makes sense. Height means yes. IE means no. Oddly enough. All right. Anyways, where were we? And by the way, IE, no, yes, exactly. Japanese is a lovely language.
I'll admit, I do enjoy listening to it. I probably only can pronounce one or two words, but. All right, so another reason for the 99 is a forgettable King of the Ring. So they're saying that Billy Gunn is forgettable.
Say that again.
For 99, the reason why it's that the 99 King of the Ring is the worst pay-per-view. A forgettable King of the Ring.
That is not funny, Kino. He just said it in Japanese. That is being added to the list immediately. Not funny. How dare you?
Welcome to the villainy.
Arigato nagamete desai. No, not happening in the channel. It is being added to the list, number 187, being added to the list of Archer. Thank you. How dare you, Kino? Come in here with your beautiful language and blaspheme all over my channel.
Oh.
Yes, that's what you said. Except for in a different language, Kino, and now you just said it in English. And I won't add that specifically because it doesn't have my name in there, so you could be thanking Glenola, you could be thanking Boss Apollo, you never know.
So, oh, hey, Archer. So what did Mama Cow say?
Oh, yes. Sorry, blame Kino. Kino waltzed in here with that beautiful Japanese language and blasphemed everywhere. That is Kino's fault, not mine. How dare you rush me into my answer? But anyways, the mama cow said to the calf, "It is pasture bedtime."
Okay,
It is pasture bedtime.
Right.
That's not funny either, Kino. Sting when he pees. Where did that come from? I gotta go back and read.
Uh-oh. Wolfman and Sting.
Oh!
To the top.
They are going at it on top of the cell. Let's go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was funny. What am I missing here? I should ban all of you for making me read.
I don't know where that one came from.
Between Kino spreading blasphemy in Japanese. Damn you, Kino, I understand Japanese fairly well. I've been in Japanese martial arts for 37 years. I know lots about your culture and you bunch of little villains. Japanese people like to troll. They are funny, but they like to troll. Yes, you do. I've had more pranks played on me by Japanese people. And by the way, Kino, why the fuck do you all move so fast? Why the fuck do you all move so fast? Listen, when I'm trying to learn something and you move at the speed of lightning, how the fuck am I supposed to see that? You understand? Archer, leader of the Gorgonites. I'll let that one pass. That's a slide. And Archer is a... That is not funny, Crondo. Number 188. And Archer is appreciated every day here, is now on the list. We do not appreciate Archer here. We appreciate the community. We appreciate Kino, even though he's a Japanese little vixen villain. I just called him a female villain. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah.
We're going to forget that I said that. Is what we're going to do. Click, click. Deleted. Crondo. You know what, Crondo? I am going to put Crondo on the list. That's what's going to happen here. I'm going to put you on the list.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. You just you just made the list of Jericho gimmick. Actually, Kino, the list of Jericho is on my list. My list is far superior. Sir, this is the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV and the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. An hour list supersedes anything that the wizard, Le Champion, has ever done. He is on my list. Thank you.
And, you know, this is the late night place to be with the greatest host around.
That'll be enough of the blaspheming. Archer is now a part of the Justice League. Hero name is Archer Stone. I mean, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of... Oh, Kino got timed out. What did he say?
He said AEW.
You should be... Somebody ban Kino, please. Kino thinks he's funny all the way from the Orient to tell jokes and blaspheme.
AEW is on the list of Archer. It happened. Everybody gets caught with at least one of the list of Archer.
Yeah.
We just do a timeout. It's all in fun.
I mean, eventually, once DC shows up, the list of Archers going to get reset anyways. We do have a new channel award that is set to reset the... Yeah, so what I was going to do was I was going to reset it at the end of the year anyways. but there is now a channel reward. It'll probably get used by Distinct Cone first because she absolutely hates the list of Archer. So the list will whoa!
Wolfman just went through the cage.
Wow!
Sting wins it.
How did that is crazy.
We may see Sting versus Undertaker.
Could you imagine? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match moving on to the finals of this Gold Rush tournament, the Icon, Sting. Whoa! My favorite show on TV is New Japan Pro Wrestling. Well, I mean, I love New Japan Pro Wrestling.
TDT for a kick out through the cage. Yes, Froggy.
How am I a blasphemer? Blaspheming is saying things like we appreciate Archer. Trolling is things like thanking Archer on a repetitive basis.
So far, every match I picked, I won.
Crondo says, Kino, he just simply refuses to worship our worship. I get your point, my bad. No, Kino, it's just a long-standing joke. There's a lot of villainy and trolling that goes on here. We have a very good time. There's channel rewards that can do everything from ban me to cut my voice off for 10 minutes. All kinds of strange things happen around here, including the list of Archer. Almost every word in the English alphabet. It's a good thing you speak Japanese. I also speak French, so if there's any French-speaking people, but it's a good thing you speak Japanese because eventually we're going to have to find a new language anyways, because I'm going to cover every single solitary word in the English dictionary until it is no longer able to be used to blaspheme. No, but anyways, the long-running joke is there's a couple things. Number one, I am not a streamer. I personally feel that I have friends, including Glenola and Froggy and many others that are far better at gaming than I am. And what they do is streaming. They are variety streamers. They play a game, and you can watch and learn and learn how to play that game by watching them. I produce a show. I literally take tools given to me and I produce a wrestling show using it. I create content, I create rings and championship belts, wrestlers, everything you see I create, and so I consider myself a show broadcaster. I am a broadcaster, not a streamer. So it's just a long-running joke. So when people call me a streamer, I say I'm a broadcaster. When they keep calling me a streamer, I ban the word streamer. List of Archer, it goes. But anyways, the list of Archer is going to be reset at some point. It was going to be reset at the end of the year anyways. I was going to basically make it a yearly thing where at the end of the year we can see how many words ended up on the list of Archer. But I also created a channel reward for people like DC that absolutely are disgusted. They absolutely hate the list of Archer, so if they want to explode that list, they're able to do so. They're just going to have to spend those Archerverse bucks to do so. But anyways, Kino, appreciate being here either way. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already clicked follow, make sure you do. That way you can get notifications and enjoy the show in its entirety when we go live. We do 2 shows live on Twitch each week. And then we do 3 shows a month live on YouTube. We also have dark matches throughout the week to get uploaded to YouTube. So we have the YTD Academy over at the Shark Tank on YouTube, and we have the Archerverse Wrestle Wars and WCW Starrcade here on Twitch. And we are a fantastic family full of trolls, villains, and rabid wolves, but you will have a good time, I promise you that. Well, we are also on Discord. And actually, Discord.
I didn't put the link in there, but I can do it. I can drop it again.
Yeah, go ahead and drop that again. The list on Discord, you can find our history of champions, what the championship belts look like. There's a lot of different. You can see our next shows, who won the last tournament. There's lots of things you can look at there on Twitch. We've got chat games going on in there. Right now, we've got everything from story times to trivia going on. You'll have a good time there as well.
Yep. Some great little.
But Kino, you don't
carry the storylines on.
Absolutely. But Kino, you don't have YouTube? Did I issue the payout for that match? I didn't, did I?
Be careful.
I was too busy adding to the list of Archer.
You gotta
I blame Crondo. It is Crondo's fault.
You Be careful, you got a sweat jar.
Who gave me a swear jar?
You want to?
Girly girl.
Girly girl. Girly girl. You and I are supposed to be friends. Remember? You know, we get together, we talk trash about Soul. You know, exchange recipes, jewelry tips, lingerie. Okay, maybe that doesn't happen, but we're supposed to be friends. How dare you? Blame Bromer. I am not blaming Bromer. Are you crazy? Bromer will kill us. You blame Bromer. We will leave. You know what? When he comes storming in here wondering who's talking that kind of trash, we're going to pretend we don't even know your ass. Bromer will be like, Froggy Mothlights will be like, Froggy who? Froghemoth?
Oh.
We don't know a Froghemoth.
Hey, Archer, you just got lucky.
Why? What happened?
Well, you're under a swear jar. You said blame that ass, and as soon as you said it,
Soul Embers saved me.
Yeah, right as you said it, that popped up from Soul.
Thank you very much, Soul, apparently. I didn't even realize I said that. Didn't even realize I said that. Thank you very much, Soul Embers. 1231 says, what the fuck does this mean? What does what mean? The God Complex? That means that Soul just saved my ass. That's what that means.
It's the only thing that can undo a swear jar.
All right, on to the final match of the semifinals. Who's going to move on to face the Icon Sting? Will it be Stone Cold Steve Austin or the Phenom, The Undertaker? That one hell of a match. This is going to be phenomenal. No pun intended.
Okay. Now, I'm going to try to get these last two in here. And then I do have that, I still have a tree of knowledge or rotten fruits.
Oh, that's right.
So,
yes, how dare you keep your villainy and blasphemous stories away from the masses.
So, 1995 is the worst because of Mabel's main event push. You know, he received a huge singles push that culminated with a reviled title match at SummerSlam, where Mabel legitimately injured Diesel with a dangerously performed sit-down splash. From there, Mabel got into a feud with Undertaker, where he legitimately broke Taker's face, which resulted in his eventual firing. He'd later return as Viscera and Big Daddy Hughes.
Yeah, he had, I think face might be a little graphic. I mean, I believe it was the orbital bone.
That's
Bone,
what
wasn't
I
it?
thought it was.
Yeah,
it was the orbital.
The orbital bone, yeah.
And then for 99, the final reason it's the worst, this was during the Attitude Era. So they're saying that at least with 95, it was a weak time frame.
Yeah.
You know, a weak era, where 99 happened in the middle of the Attitude Era, all this great stuff happening, and the pay-per-view sucked.
All right, so not to interrupt you, but the betting lines are now open. You guys have 5 minutes to make your bets. Who's moving on to face the Icon Sting? Is it going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Undertaker moving on to face Sting to become the inaugural WCW Hardcore Champion? This is really heating up, guys.
So, that was the reasons why 99 or 95, between the two of them, which one was the worst. Now, for the Tree of Knowledge, or Rotten Fruit, I was working in a factory back in 2000, it was 2000 when this occurred, and made a mistake. Because of my mistake, I saved the company a few $100,000. It was a label-making company. We were making pharmacy labels for Walgreens, and I put the labels, a stack of labels, in a wrapper, and then put the labels in a box, on from there. Well, went to put a stack on the wrapper, dropped it. Of course, paper's everywhere. While cleaning it up, we happened to notice that about every 12th or 13th page had a ink error. So it was a printing error. We went back and found over a pallet and a half 6 packs to a box, 85 boxes to a pallet. And about every 13th page had this error. You know, if that had gone out, that would have been major, could have cost a contract, you know.
Right.
And the thing is at random, the pressman would pull a page off to check. But because of how it was working out, he never got one of the bad pages.
And I was thinking to myself, like, first of all, you save them money in extra printing for more. Because imagine if they had to print it even more than the cost of the recalls, the reprinting. I mean, you probably saved them, like, a lot. By a mistake.
Yeah.
By a mistake. Well, I bet you they're appreciative of that.
You know.
Did they ever acknowledge that? Because I'm going to call true right away, because that story was way too fluid and came off like second nature there, so I'm going to guess it's true. Did they ever acknowledge that?
They thanked me. You know. See, I worked for a temp company at the time, actually, you know, but I was at this factory. But, yeah, no, they did thank me. Wasn't anything monetary, but I did get thanked.
Nice. Man, this tournament is flying right along.
So we got Froggy saying true, Krondo saying bullshit. Joe Link's true.
DA Alpha Whiskey. And the Attitude Era in the mid-2000s, he says. And by the way, welcome in. Welcome to episode number 404 here at the Archiverse.
Titan saying a big fat lie. Well, in all actuality, it is a true story. The company was called Standard Register. They made labels for all kinds of things. Well, they made labels and other things because it was I actually helped out on Walgreens Pharmacy. I did some UPS, their mailing labels, a couple other freights. I also helped do state of Florida parking tickets for a while. And yeah, it was about every 12th to 13th page, there was this spot. It was a line that didn't print. Just a vertical line straight down the page. You know, as for the amount, I'm guessing at a couple 100,000 by the time, like I said, reprinting, you know, if they had to recall the labels, and if any of them gotten out, you know, a large stack, that could have cost the contract.
Oh, big time. Big time.
And, you know.
Oh, you got another sweat jar. Be careful.
Yeah, I see it. I see you, 1231. Nice try. How dare you?
I got a joke time I had a while back.
Alright, let her rip.
Alright, what do you call a nurse with dirty knees?
What do you call a nurse with dirty knees? I'm almost afraid to hear the answer to this. Promotable! Yeah, baby! Woo! That's what we're going with. We're going promotable for 500, Alex.
Anybody else? A nurse with dirty knees is called a head nurse.
A head nurse. Yeah, well, that works too. That works too. I'm down with that.
Not far off of what I was going for.
I am down with that. Yeah. Oh, we're all going to hell. If there's a hell, we are going to it. Everybody, all of us, as a fam jam. We are burning. All right. Now, was your list done, Glenolo?
Yep, that's
So, boss, take it away. We want to know what your list is, baby. We've been waiting all night. How dare you keep us waiting?
My list. Okay, gotta find it here. My list was the top best ECW wrestler ever according to Ranker.com.
Hey, let's go.
It'll come by Joey Hoverford, published April 30th, 2022. Number 2, that's number 2. Number 10 is the Sandman. Paul.
Sorry, what was the list again?
It is the top 10, the top best ECW wrestlers ever, according to Ranker.com.
Okay, so that makes sense why you started right off with the Sandman, because I heard, and then I'm like, wait a minute, oh, the Sandman. So I had to make sure what I was listening to here. All right, that makes sense then.
So number 10 is the Sandman. Paul Heyman pushed the Sandman as a character who embodied the spirit of ECW. Sandman had a record-setting 5-title range ECW with the ECW World Championship. The rebellious nature of the Sandman made up for this lack of his in-ring skills.
Let's face it, he did not exactly. He wasn't exactly what you would call a great wrestler or a technical wizard in the ring. That's for sure. But he was entertaining though.
I love the Sandman.
Condo says Sandman really wasn't a wrestler. I think he was just a drunk guy who jumped in the ring to beat up people. Well, he was also in the military. You know, he had a reputable background as an actual athlete in the military, etc. But yeah, no, he was not a wrestler. He could not wrestle. But he was another answer to Stone Cold Steve Austin for ECW at the time. And
I'll be honest, he was probably the most successful of the.
He was entertaining.
Stone Cold, you know.
He was fun, but he wasn't a great wrestler. I don't think he should have ever been world champion, even though he was on many occasions. That would have been another opportunity to put him in a tag team and or have him as their hardcore champion. But when you put a world championship on a wrestler, I think, you know, unless it's just transitional purposes. But, I mean, I think Sandman held the title more than once.
He held it.
ECW.
5 times? Yeah. So, I mean, Chrono says best ECW guys, number 5, Whipwreck. 4, Just Incredible. Chrono's got his own list.
Number 9 is Divine Dudley.
Yeah, Devon's. You know, Devon's great. I actually think he's the better of the two brothers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Devon was the better wrestler for sure.
Yeah, Paul Heyman has gone on the record to say that.
For the longest time, you know, Bubba Ray was better on the microphone, and definitely cut the better promos, got people a little more excited. Devon was just the better tag team partner in the ring. I would say Devon could probably go on a list of underrated wrestlers, actually.
Yep. Paul Heyman has gone on the record to say that.
Hey guys, while you continue your list, I'm just going to take a little tiny trip to the facilities. See, now I haven't been there yet during the entire broadcast. And my bladder is ready to burst. So I'll be right back. Continue with the list. Enjoy the match. I won't be long.
Okay, Paul Heyman has gone on the record to say that the Dudley Boys were one of the most important acts in the ECW history. Devon was the perfect tag team wrestler to sacrifice for the betterment of the team and to still have a solid performance when in single roles. Number 8 is Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah, Bubba Ray's not bad.
They all said the same. Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley. Number 7 is TAV.
No, I'm a big Taz fan, so yeah.
Yeah, TAV was booked as Taz was booked from ECW as an unstoppable badass force face character during the height of the promotion. Paul Heyman made fans forget that Taz was among the shortest wrestlers since he destroyed his opponent with the original Suplex City. Oh yeah, I forgot he started Suplex City. He didn't call it Suplex City though. I forgot he started that. Number 6 is Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, yeah. I enjoyed Terry Funk,
Yeah, me too. ECW was mostly known for creating new stars, lesser known talent, given opportunities, but Terry Funk was a rare established name. The legendary figure wanted to evolve past his prime in the 80s by fitting into the new landscape of wrestling. Number 5 is Tommy Dreamer. I don't know, I like Tommy Dreamer, but I want a big fan of Tommy Dreamer.
No, what was that last piece?
It was number 5 is Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't catch what you said after that.
Oh yeah, I like Tommy Dreamer, but I want a big fan of Tommy Dreamer.
Actually, Dreamer's one of my